Hello everyone, I'm Akanksha Mishra and welcome to today's session on plastic pollution, waste management and the role of ISO standards in achieving SDG 14 and SDG 15. Every day we use plastic without thinking twice. Bags, bottles, wrappers and packaging. Once we throw it away, we believe the problem is gone. But in reality, the plastic never disappears. It reaches our oceans, forests, soil, animals, and even our food. Today, we will understand this problem in a very simple and practical way. We will talk about how plastic pollution affects life below water and life on land, why waste management is the real solution, and how ISO standards help turn sustainability from talk into real action. Now, plastic pollution, a problem we created. Plastic was created to make life easy. It is cheap, light, and strong. But the same strength makes it dangerous for nature. Plastic does not break down naturally. Instead, it turns into tiny pieces called microplastics, which stay in the environment for hundreds of years. These microplastics enter rivers, oceans, soil, crops, animals, and finally our bodies. Plastic pollution is slow, silent, and long-lasting, which makes it one of the most serious environmental problems today. Now, SDG 14, Life Below Water. SDG 14 is about protecting oceans and marine life. But our oceans are becoming dumping grounds for plastic waste. Plastic bags look like food to turtles. Fishing nets trap marine animals for years, and microplastics poison fish. When fish eat plastic, humans also consume it. This shows that ocean pollution is not only an environmental issue, it is a health and economic issue as well. Then we have SDG 15, Life on Land. SDG 15 focuses on protecting forest, soil, animals, and biodiversity. Plastic waste blocks soil nutrients, harms plants, and pollutes groundwater. Animals eat plastic while grazing, which often leads to injury or death. Forests filled with plastic lose their natural balance. Without controlling plastic waste, protecting life on land becomes impossible. Now let's discuss why waste management matters more than plastic bans. Plastic pollution happens because waste is not managed properly. Most waste is mixed, not separated. Recycling systems are weak and accountability is missing. Simply banning plastic does not solve the problem. The real solution is proper waste management, which means reducing plastic use, separating waste, recycling correctly, and monitoring disposal. ISO standards, turning good intentions into action. ISO standards do not clean beaches directly, but they help organizations prevent pollution before it happens. ISO standards create clear systems, responsibilities, and controls. They make sustainability measurable, monitored, and continuously improved instead of just being a promise. Now, ISO 14001, Environmental Management Made Easy. ISO 14001 helps organizations identify how their activities affect the environment. It requires them to reduce waste, control pollution, follow environmental laws, and improve year after year. When companies follow ISO 14001, plastic waste reduces, recycling improves, and pollution to oceans and land decreases, directly supporting SDG 14 and SDG 15. Then we have ISO 9001, Better Waste Processes. ISO 9001 focuses on quality and consistency. In waste management, it helps ensure proper segregation, controlled recycling, and fewer mistakes. When processes are clear, less waste leaks into the environment. Then comes the ISO standard 45001, Protecting Waste Workers. People who handle waste face serious health risk. ISO 45001 ensures safe working conditions, proper training, and protective equipment. Environmental protection is incomplete if the people doing the work are not protected. Then ISO 26000, Responsible Use of Plastic. ISO 26000 encourages organizations to behave responsibly. It promotes reducing single-use plastics, designing eco-friendly packaging, and educating consumers. This helps build a culture of responsibility, not just compliance. Now, extended producer responsibility. EPR. EPR means companies are responsible for plastic even after selling the product. ISO systems help track plastic, improve recycling, and reduce waste entering nature. This shifts responsibility from citizens alone to producers as well. Now, role of cities, schools, and governments. ISO standards are used not only by industries but also by cities, ports, schools, and universities. When waste systems improve at these levels, pollution automatically reduces. Good systems create clean outcomes. Now, plastic ban versus plastic control. Plastic bans without systems often fail. Managing plastic properly is more effective than banning it completely. ISO-based systems focus on control, monitoring, and improvement rather than punishment. Now, greenwashing versus real sustainability. Many organizations talk about sustainability, but only ISO-based systems demand proof. ISO requires data, audits, and evidence, making sustainability real and measurable. Now, what you and I can do? We can reduce plastic use, segregate waste, support responsible brands, and question false green claims. Small actions supported by strong systems create big change. As we conclude, remember this: plastic pollution is not unstoppable, it is manageable. SDG 14 and SDG 15 are achievable, but only when we move from awareness to action and from promises to systems. ISO standards give us the structure we need to protect oceans, forests, and all life on Earth. I'm Akanksha Mishra, and thank you for being part of this important conversation. If you found this session helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, start making small changes in your daily life. The planet doesn't need more words. It needs better systems, and systems begin with standards. Thanks for watching.